Good morning, everyone. This module focused moreover the process of creating concrete. As a class, we first had a lecture on what concrete is and its ideas. In a more simplified explanation, the concrete we see and know which are used for buildings are composite materials that are bonded and mixed together with fluid cement. This then creates the material itself formed through mixing each different materials that are also commonly known as water, sand, gravel, pebble, and cement itself. These materials then branch out, having different details, and help us identify and creating concrete.
Cement itself is the material that hardens and is set in water or even air. This comes in five types of cement, specifically rapid hardening, sulfate resisting, white colored, and pozzolanic, each having their own uses for different scenarios. To make the concrete easy to compact and have that plasticity effect, water itself is a component that is mixing together all the other components, such as sand and gravel. This would also mean that there would be precise measurement required in the amount of water ranging between 0.45 to 0.55 cement ratio. Sand and gravel are considered aggregates, with sand being the more finer and gravel being the coarser, allowing to result in high strength. Some solutions, such as admixtures, may help as well in changing the properties of the concrete, but isn't mainly used in the main mixture.
As such, to put our understandings in practical terms, we were able to create concrete itself using the procedures and materials presented in the lecture. Through this exercise, we were able to create three results that all determine the effectiveness of concrete by using oil and a cup. The first result, which would be the collapsing result, meaning that the wet concrete does not have enough strength due to high excessive water and fell off easily, not keeping its form. The second, which would be the hardened one, means that the concrete did not have much water and does not have shown being easy to move, which meant that it is problematic. The last result, which would be the best result, due to the concrete not being too hard or collapsible, but is still manageable, having the perfect balance. The concrete can be easily molded and easily handled, not having structural issues, not being too dry nor too wet.
After 1 week of having the concrete hardened, we managed to get the results with the most test subjects having apparent results that differ from one another. Two of the concretes, such as Class C and Class B, has structures that does not look acceptable, having huge gaps in between the pebbles outstanding. Class B also looks more paler in color, which meant that it had higher quantities of water, while Class C having less water resulted in not fully forming having a fully formed structure, which is why the pebbles are not compacted within the concrete itself. This would mean that the strength and durability may be problematic due to it being not fully formed as compared to other results. Class A and Class AA has structures that are acceptable with its form not having gaps and fully captures the shape of the ice cream case, which would was the case used for the concrete when it was not dry yet.
With all that being said, our questions regarding the exercise before the results were already answered. Once we have gotten the test subjects after a week, questions such as why the pink color, which is due to excessive water, huge gaps due to the lack of water for its easy maneuverability, and quantity for mixtures for a correct results, which were all given by the results, leaving us satisfied with this exercise. In conclusion, this exercise has given us answers and understanding as in concrete how it is done, made, and properly measured to avoid unacceptable results set a while ago. Thank you everyone, and this is our presentation.